Hi, Louise.
Zoom.
It's been
Hey,
a long
Tiff.
time. And apparently there's a new bankruptcy that we're going to talk about.
There's a new bankruptcy. I think this is a Tiffany kind of bankruptcy.
Oh, it's a Tiffany. What kind of bankruptcy is it? Fraud?
If it's not fraud, it's like fraud adjacent
Oh,
or just like loads of incompetence. Oopsie.
I got to meet the founder of this company.
I
What is it?
know. I know. The
What
company,
happened?
I think this is what it's how it's pronounced, Linqto.
Okay, Linqto.
Okay, and so the entire premise of this company, and we can check out their website, it's still going,
Mhm.
was to like connect people, small investors, to buy stock in private companies like Anthropic, OpenAI, Kraken, whatever, like be in the next hot IPO.
Yes. I've heard of
Okay.
companies like this. There are a lot of people in SF who are like, do you want to buy Anthropic or OpenAI stock? Okay. It's one of these.
And like generally speaking, I would say not investment advice, but like chasing hot startups and hot IPOs as a run of the mill dentist, you're probably not going to be getting a very good deal. You're probably being taken advantage of. And looking at the organization of this company, this was definitely what was happening. And they raised like hundreds of millions of dollars from people to do this, like more than 400 million. They actually nearly SPAC'd, believe it or not,
Oh,
at a
wow.
$700 million valuation. That fell through.
Wow.
No surprise there. And now it's filed for bankruptcy. And there's like so many things to talk about how fucked this is
Uh-huh.
and what's going to happen. That this is a Tiffany kind of bankruptcy.
Ooh, I like this.
If
Okay.
you're a Linqto creditor,
If you're linked to creditor, Linqto.
well worth going onto linktocreditor.com, enter your name, and check out what your claim amount is.
Oh.
This is the worst part of this bankruptcy.
Mm.
We're going to talk about a little bit about why they filed for bankruptcy and stuff, but like the like big TLDR here. If you are a creditor of Linqto, they have valued your claim at the amount of money you put in to buy the securities, as opposed to other similar bankruptcies where they used the price at the day of bankruptcy of the individual securities that you had purchased.
Interesting. That's interesting. Why is that the case in this bankruptcy?
Because it's better for certain groups.
I mean, okay. Yeah. I mean, that would have probably been better for other creditors of other bankruptcies too, but oh well.
Well, TBD, but this in this case, it's particularly bad if you invested in Circle, okay, on their platform. I think you're up like 4x or whatever.
Oh, damn. So they're not getting that 4x basically. They're not owed that 4x.
They're getting whatever the outcome is of the bankruptcy because there's other creditors
Mhm.
and probably going to be some government fines. Like, we don't know this yet, but like they're getting mega screwed. So if you thought, like, let's say you'd invested 10K in Circle, you were like, I'm getting 40K at
Right.
least.
Yeah.
You're not.
You're like, no, you're only owed 10K.
Yes, sir.
And Circle, by the way, is the company that made USDC, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's got a big IPO and it's been a tremendous success. And like Linqto has just been like layering fees onto people, which is kind of what happens.
Mm.
But now we know all the stuff that they own. Some of it is like, a bit surprising. Yes.
Okay. Sketchy. Okay.
And we can get into the meat and potatoes of it if you're
Sure.
interested.
Yeah, this sounds like an interesting bankruptcy. I've even like had people offer me like, hey, do you want to buy OpenAI stock? And I've been like, that sounds sort of appealing, but I have not done it. But yeah, I guess it would be sort of like this.
So I'm sharing an image right now.
Oh, okay. Let's put it on the screen. Uh-huh.
Right. Forensic Louis.
Wow.
But basically what this shows is that what was supposed to happen was that as a customer of Linqto, you were supposed to buy the units in individual LLCs, limited liability companies, that held in segregated little bubbles individual stock in each tech company. So let's say you came in on there and you put 10K into Circle and 10K into Kraken. Those two things were segregated and separate. That's what you were sold.
Mm-hmm.
The reality was that it was one entity really buying all of the units of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you were just chucking your cash in this like giant pool and they were allocating it.
Oh,
I don't think they misallocated the cash,
okay.
like, but they definitely did not put the stock of each private company into each individual bubble.
Is this commingling? I
This is
don't.
commingling.
This sounds very commingly.
It's very commingly. It's
Wow.
there's a social media online dating joke to be made about this commingling that's going on here.
Uh-huh.
There is some commingling here.
Mm-hmm.
I've looked at all the creditors, and most of the creditors are like quite small claims, like sub 10K.
Uh-huh.
And you have to be an accredited investor to invest in these private securities, which
Uh-huh.
means you have to like self-certify that you make at least 250K a year or you have $1 million of liquid assets.
Mhm.
I don't think that all of these creditors fit this, so I definitely think that Linqto was like in some sort of like law violation there.
Oh, probably.
It doesn't smell right.
Yeah. If they're only investing like 10K of their money, they're probably.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
going to look at my data. So in total, there's the way they price the claims, there's $412 million of claims. The number of claims is 13,722 claims. And the average is 30K. If you exclude larger claims, that number goes down significantly. Like if you go from 500K and below, your average is now 25K. There's a lot of small claims.
Okay.
And like by small claims, I mean there's like a lot of people investing $900. Now,
Mm.
if maybe you were just doing this to try it out, whatever, I'm not judging. I just have my doubts as to whether these were like legit accredited investors or people just like encouraged to tick the box.
Yeah. Is that basically all the due diligence they do? Like just click that you are an accredited investor?
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems a little fishy. Investing only like $1,000, that seems a little fishy.
Like to some degree, like you can just rely on what people tell you.
Would it just be their fault then? Do you think that those creditors who turn out not to actually be accredited may be treated differently in the bankruptcy and not get their payouts potentially?
No, I don't think that's going to happen. But like basically what they're trying to do, I think is pretty bad, where they're trying to like pool all the creditors into the same bucket. Like that will advantage like people who invested in shitty companies and definitely disadvantage people who invested in good companies.
Yeah. Damn.
Like also the like fees that they charged. I looked at some of the papers and like it looked like they were charging massive fees.
Mm. Okay.
Which
How'd they go bankrupt then?
definitely illegal. They filed voluntarily for bankruptcy.
Okay.
Like a new CEO came in and was like, "Holy shit, this is a huge mess. I'm filing this thing for bankruptcy."
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And like filing, ironically, and I just don't think the government is going to let that happen, but the equity might get a lot of value out of this bankruptcy because they filed valuing people's claims as of the amount that they put in, not as of the petition date value of their individual holdings, because in reality, they had no individual holdings. Which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Interesting.
More to come on this one. I think a lot more to come.
Ooh, let's see if there's any fraud uncovered.
I know. And for that, I'm super down to investigate some little fraud.
Mhm.
I need Linqto creditors to like reach out to us and be like, hey, this was my experience. Like, this is what we did, this is what I discovered,
Yeah,
etc. Super
yeah.
interesting.
If any of you are linked to creditors or were, yeah, if you invested in Linqto, then you can contact Louis on X at Louis Orini right here. And if you want to sell your claim, I mean, I've been covering tons of different bankruptcies. We've been talking about tons of different bankruptcies, Celsius, FTX, etc. They tend to be absolute nightmares for those involved, for creditors. Just like staying tuned, getting little payouts here and there. Well, not here and there. We get one big payout and then I guess residual payouts. But anyway, if you don't want to deal with keeping up to date with this mess, then feel free to contact Louis. He does purchase bankruptcy claims if you are in
And
need of
I just like investigating this stuff. I find it really fun. So
bankruptcy is your passion.
it kind of is. It kind of is.
You're a
What was I
weirdo.
going to say? Little FTX news at the end
Oh,
of this.
what's the FTX news?
Next payout September 30th.
Oh, okay. FTX creditors next payout September 30th. Okay.
We don't know
Is
how
this
much.
worth its own separate video or no?
Not yet. At some point.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
uh,
Fun.
I'm in France. I was just watching Air Cocaine, so I'm going to go back and do that.
Oh, okay. Well, we miss you in SF. When are you coming back?
26th of August.
Oh, that's not too far. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll reunite eventually.
rock on.
Love you, Lou.